What's going on, everyone? So Michael here at 3D Print Everything, and I've got a little bit different of a video today, but because I'm talking to everybody about this subject, I might as well be talking to y'all about it too. So I ran across this really cool program slash app slash whatever you want to call it called Midjourney. If you Google it, you'll be able to find it, but it's run on the Discord platform. That's how you end up using it. And what it is, in a nutshell, is a text-to-image generation AI algorithm. So, and I know a bit about this because I ran across the subject of GTP-3, which is a neural net that was trained on the English language. And it's about, if I remember right, 0.01 or 0.001 the computing power of a human brain. So it's nothing super powerful, but our brain controls your breath, your motor skills, like a whole lot more stuff than just text. So when you're talking about just text, it is actually a really good chunk. And GTP3 is the basis to all chatbots. Anytime you've had a phone call and you got 2 or 3 sentences in and then you realized it was a bot, or you never realized it was a bot, that's powered by GTP3. So GTP3 can also be used to generate images, though, and that's what this company did. Was instead of taking text to whatever, you can take text, align it to images, and how that ends up working is every time you've got a capuchet, or fuck, I just said that wrong, and I cursed. Great. Excuse my language, guys, but anytime you've got that little thing that says, hey, make sure you're not a bot, what you're doing is you're actually training an AI algorithm. When it says, hey, take a photo of all the sidewalks, like, that's what it's doing, is you're training an AI to know what a sidewalk is, or to know what a mushroom is. So these are some that my girlfriend was doing. So she was doing all these crystal mushrooms, and there's so much unique put in Republicans. There's so many unique things. So these are all ones custom that me or my family, Starbucks lovers, that people have done here. But it's pretty easy and easy to use. You literally can just type in whatever. What is this Grimble popper? Like, that's cool. Wow, that thing is neat. So you can type in anything and it'll just pop up. And then I wanted to show you some more. Yeah, see, and you can make variations. So let me just explain it too. So what these mean is when you do one with your prompt, you'll get these little letters down here. The U stands for upscale, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you upscaled one, the next one will be like an upscale there. So that was upscale. Then you can upscale to max, and it'll upscale even more. So that's how you can kind of do it. And then the V stands for variations. So if you wanted more that look like that, maybe you want those purple askins, maybe you want that shape of that wing, it'll kind of change it up and make different ones. Wow, look at that jewelry. Jewelry is on point. I mean, you can literally design new jewelry with this. You'd still have to get it 3D modeled, but yeah, my girl has a style. Like, she definitely has a style. I mean, this is the type of stuff you can literally put in as artwork in a bathroom. This type of stuff too. Yeah, so my intention is, with my Sonic Infinity Sound Labs, maybe with 3D Print Everything, with other stuff, is to print some of these on paper. Or not necessarily paper, but like canvas. Make some really nice, these crystal dragons. Oh man, look at that thing. That is just super cool looking. Lights just went off in here. Yeah, so these are all ones that I was doing. What was this? This was the Great Filter. I was putting in some weird stuff, floating on razor thin ice. Some of these are, I typed in the Holy Spirit, got that. So yeah, you can put in whatever prompt you want. And that's what's so fun about this. Sometimes it'll give you stuff you want, sometimes it won't. You can get this to divulge down into madness. Some people got it divulged down in gore and other things. If you look up Nexpo, Nexpo, you can see what the kind of negative side of this is, as far as like accidentally coming up with something that makes something grotesque and nasty all the time. And that's not, what I'm here for. I'm not trying to make gross stuff. I'm trying to make beautiful things, like this. This looks awesome. So this was a rock concert in hell. Someone else made this one that was created by communism. There's Nikola Tesla getting shocked by lightning, riding the lightning. Like, you know, it's just so neat because you can go crazy with this. So, and then let me show you real quick, and we'll even do one together potentially. So Midjourney is right here. So this is their Discord. When you get in here, there'll be announcements, there'll be status rules. Getting started will explain kind of how to work it. But essentially, it's really easy. You just go into one of these newbies channels, and there's hundreds, if not thousands, of these now, and you'll see stuff that other people are making. So all these, and you can see the prompts. So some people will have like a whole lot of prompts. You know, photos taken by Sony, photos taken by Hasselblad, incredible detailed, sharpened, blah 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 blah. And I guess this photos taken by Sony is maybe multiple things, or maybe put in a collage. I don't know. That looks like that might have been prompted. Yeah, so that was prompted by 2 photos. So you can even prompt this with a photo, which is what needs. So yeah, so that guy prompted it with that photo, and then got those photos. I'm kind of curious what the other one was. Okay. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, so you can prompt. What is this? Hold on. Donald Trump in full combat gear. Photo face on. That almost looks like Trump in combat gear. That's funny. Yeah, portrait taken. He's trying. Yeah, so, I mean, you can use it for whatever you want. Look, creating cartoon characters. Wow, look at this. I mean, some of this stuff looks animated. Anyway, so you'll go down here. We'll get down to the bottom of this so we can see it. And you're going to type in slash and then imagine. And the very first time you do it, when you do it, it'll say, hey, accept the terms of service. Then it'll let you do it again. And let's do maybe killer bees up close macro shot. And then, not a macro shoot, macro shot. And this will look really cool. I know it will. If I can yoink some of the detail I have. So, like, let me just do, like, those little edits at the end. And Control paste. Boom. So let's see what that makes. Wow, look at that full blind sketch tattoo. So this, honestly, this is better than like social media. Like if you're on Twitter and you're getting all pissed off, like fighting back and forth on whatever political view you like, or, you know, fighting with other people on Facebook, or just not seeing anything interesting, or you're getting a ton of ads. The nice thing about this, there's absolutely no ads. Not a single ad anywhere in this. So you can sift through some of these amazing photos. You can talk with people on here. You're not going to find any ads. And I'm not sponsored by this Midjourney or anything. I just find it really interesting. Like, this is, you know, something I find cool, and I'm sharing it. And if I remember right, if you look at this, there are, where do I see there? There's over, anyways, I remember because I just saw it. There's over 4.5 million people with like 500,000 on, like the last time I had looked. Like, so just tons and tons of people are using this. I mean, you can see like in the Justin Trudeau. It almost looked like Mark Repire to me for a second, but yeah, it's interesting. Like, getting specific photos can be interesting. The killer bees, that kind of came out weird. I mean, it does kind of, I mean, that kind of looks like a killer bee up close. Yeah, see, so then you can go like high res on number 4. You know, maybe I like that number 1 too, so I'll do, you know, upscale. So now it's going to make these 2 new ones. See, and maybe like, you know, this one looks better, so you get more versions of this one because his eyes are a bit better or something. And you'll see the progress bar here. So I'm in a relaxed state too, which means I've made so many of these that my priority is a little bit lower than others, which is okay though. I've made so many of these. It's been really, really fun. But you'll get to see it kind of upscale. So it's not done yet. It's still upscaling, Same with this one. But yeah, so this is just something fun to do, and it ties in with 3D printing because I wholeheartedly believe within 5 to 10 years, what'll end up happening is we'll have an app or a program, something similar like this. It'll probably take a fairly decent computer, or at least graphics card. Maybe not in 5 to 10 years. But either way, we'll be able to take a single photo and turn it into a pretty good 3D model. One that you could actually 3D print, or one that would take very little to potentially clean up or redo to make better. Maybe you just get like 2 photos from this of a similar thing, and then boom, it can turn it into a 3D model. And that's kind of what I'm thinking will wind up happening. It's not going to be perfect, and it'll have limitations, just like 3D printers have limitations. We can't literally print everything. We can't 3D print multiple colors and textures like this at the macro scale. But I think for like making, maybe a cartoon like this, and then like turning this into a 3D model, that's totally doable. Like there'll be certain things, like maybe this can be turned into a 3D model, and that's just an outer texture. I think there'll be an app that'll let us do that one day, and that'll be the day where you can just, turn one of these into a 3D model. So I think that'll happen. But either way, definitely check this app out if you like artwork, if you like AI, if you like image generation. You're going to see some of the coolest photos that were all just created in seconds. And there's really neat ones. Like, let's go down here. There's like multi-prompts where like people will really get crazy in the amount of prompts they put in. But I mean, Jesus, the type of things you can get out of this. Like, this is amazing. Like, people would definitely put that on their wall as art. This too, that's art right there. Art all day long. It's kind of creepy and weird. I wouldn't really divulge in that stuff. That's kind of cool. This thing, that's definitely weird. I don't know if I would go for that one. But like that, yeah, someone would go for that. That looks like a mouse mixed with a human mixed with some type of weird robot fractal. But it's kind of what happens to these too, is they do change, especially these ones with a lot of detail. And you can make variations of any one of these. But man, I can literally just scroll on this all day long. I need to get work done, so I gotta stop looking and scrolling because I'm sharing this with y'all. But there's just so much that I can speak of this that is cool. You can see kind of the evolution, how some people are making multiple variations. There's like patterns and textures. So like people start getting kind of specific. You can make like this is literally how you make new wallpaper patterns, and you can do it quickly. There's group jams. What in the world? Wow. Like, I'm just blown away by some of this stuff. Like, that is fantastic. Like, someone's making these crazy gearbox light boxes, bars. I mean, these cool images for bars. This dude has an Egyptian thing. Vampires kissing. Like, what is it? We got Waypoint, Z-Core. I don't understand what's going on here. It's like punk and retro games. Making retro games and shit. Whoa, that looks crazy. It literally made it look like an old video game. Like, how is it? Yeah, the fact that some people can do this and like, figure out the type of prompts it needs to then create this. Like, this is what is so unique. Like, this isn't gonna like put people out of work any more than it's gonna enable many more people to create things. I mean, how could you say that was not real? Like, I wouldn't know. Like, it changes everything. Literally. I mean, you could just do a series on just lightning storms. Look at that. The craziest lightning storms you've ever seen because they never existed. Just fantastic. Man. And all of these are up for grabs. If I remember right, the intellectual property or whatever is if you didn't pay for it to be private, which I think is like $10 a month, anything you create on here is up for grabs. This is just so cool. So, anyways, hopefully this is a treat to y'all. Hopefully some of you find it interesting. Comment and share below, if you start using this and making some neat stuff with it. I think some people are just going to really take off with it. I mean, the opportunity here is just super, super neat. And a lot of people are testing it. A lot of people are figuring out, what you can do with this and how to make it better. And stuff like that. And you can end up liking some of these things. So like if this was a really good one, you could like it. So like, you know, sometimes you might want to reinforce that like this one looks good, so you like it, and then it's like, okay, like the features in that one was really good, like it did a decent job with the hair and everything. This Wolfman thing is kind of interesting. Yeah, but I recommend coming in here so that you can like yoink some of these sometimes, because if you want to copy a certain style or if you want to get it to look like something, you can. Look at that Iron Man. Hold the fuck up. Where'd that go? Oh, dang it. What the heck just happened? I was looking at Iron Man, then I skipped. That Iron Man looks so cool. Could have sworn I seen an Iron Man. No way. How did I do that? I must be just close to the bottom and it like refreshed or something. Interesting. Okay, alright, I'm getting off, guys. I've already made this longer than it needed to be. But just, yeah, enjoy. See, tell me what you think of this thing. I mean, this thing is pretty neat. There he is. Wow. Look at that Iron Man. That is super cool. Man, that is a good one. Yeah, upscale number 4. That's perfect. I'm definitely going to look at that. And see, I could even laser engrave this. I can take that and laser engrave it, and it's going to look awesome. And maybe even this one. Heck yeah. I think I'm going to have to yoink that guy's upscale of that so that I can so that I can do that. Anyways, have a good day, guys. Midjourney, pretty neat, pretty cool. We will talk about more 3D print stuff. Hopefully I can get another video out today that is 3D printing related, and we'll talk more. I will have a video coming up about a cool 3D scanner. I'm going to rent one and go 3D scan some neat stuff, and I'll try to get a video on that one. So have a good day, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that neat stuff. Talk about Midjourney. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.